Welcome to Lunch Break Reviews. I'm Bradley Butin, your self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, here to dive into the best and sometimes the worst of pop culture. Each week, I'll spotlight one movie, TV show, comic, or something from the realms of awesomeness and put it through the lunch break point system, rating everything from its main course to its leftover appeal. We'll cover a couple reviews, the box office buzz, and my own take on whether this movie or TV show or whatever it is deserves a place in your lunch break lineup, all in 30 minutes or less. For more reviews on TV shows and comics, check out Quick Bites on TikTok, YouTube, and on the podcast feed throughout the week. Let's not waste any time. Before we get into it, let's take a little bit of the cafeteria gossip. Let's find out what's going on in the realms of awesomeness. That's why I have a little bit of nerd news here. There is a female-led Star Wars series in the works, with headlined by the Acolyte's Leslie Headland. Hopefully, it's way better than the Acolyte. I loved what you did with Poker Face, so I still have faith in you. Other than that, we have Charlotte Flair and Jey Uso are top the Royal Rumbles men's and women's. Season 2 of The Sandman. It will be coming out to Netflix, but don't expect any more from that due to allegations on Neil Gaiman. And Matthew Lillard and Scott Foley officially returned for Scream number 7. How they're going to do this, I don't know, but I think I'm going to give the Screams a rewatch and see where they find what place they find in the lunch break point system. More to come on that later. And lastly, we knew Peter Dinklage was making a Toxic Avengers movie. It was a few years ago. It's done. It's been screened at some places, I'm sure. And it will finally come out in theaters in this coming up August. That's right. So let's play a little bit of where do I know them from? All right, here is an actor, actress, or somebody here. Let's just to kind of dig in. You know, I always see these movies and I'm like, man, I've seen them in so much stuff. And when I look in their IMDb, I'm just surprised. So we're going to do that with Betty Gilpin. She is best known for The Hunt, The Tomorrow War, Isn't It Romantic, Glow, Hal and Harper, American Primeval, A Dog's Journey, American Gods, Mysteries of Lore, and New Amsterdam Fringe. I found out about her in Glow. Loved that show. It's gone too soon. And a bunch of other stuff too. So, she's got some stuff coming up. She's got Death by Lightning coming up, a Nurse Jackie sequel, and another season of Hal and Harper. Never watched that show. Maybe I should give it a shot. I got a pretty big queue. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of the episode. This is going to be, we're not talking about movies because frankly, movies aren't that great right now. It's been a kind of a dry couple of weeks. And so we're going to talk about a TV show that I started watching this last week. Fantastic. It's 3 episodes in on this first episode, on its first season. And we're talking about Paradise. Hulu. Wow. Okay. Before I get into any of my thoughts, I'm going to go over all the details and then the reviews, and then we'll see what we think. But Paradise is a Disney Plus / Hulu production, and it came out first on January 28th, with new episodes coming out on Tuesdays. It currently has an IMDb rating of a 7.9 out of 10. So not bad, not amazing, but not bad. Rotten Tomatoes has it 80% on the tomato meter and an 81% on the popcorn meter. So it's safe to say the critics and the audience are in agreement. Very cool, doesn't really happen too often. Here's a quick IMDb synopsis of Paradise. A security service team tasked with protecting a past president. That's it. That's all we're going to get. This is created by Dan Fogelman. He also created This Is Us, surprise, surprise, and even stuff like Cars. Main cast in here is Sterling K. Brown. Fantastic in the show. James Marsden, Chris Marshall, Julianne Nicholson, Sarah Shahi, Nicole Bryden, Bloom, Raphael Kabara, and many, many more talented people. Let's get right into the reviews, but here is my review disclaimer. These reviews are chosen based on title alone, and I haven't read them beforehand. So please excuse any mispronunciations as they appear. Punctuation. We are going to be starting with the bad reviews. This is a 1 out of 10 from Artie Shoe. Okay. Into their warning spoilers, this is just titled, Wonder How Many Shovels It Took. Warning, spoilers. Well, I'm impressed how the actors managed to stay in there keeping a straight face, delivering their lines in a grocery store, surrounded by shelves full of manufactured produce, which would take how many factories and how much oil, mined minerals, and countless other natural resources to make, all while they're in a vast subterranean cave. Or did they have Star Trek replicators hidden away at Area 51 for a rainy day? Shh, mum's the word. Are they saying this massive secret cave, which took millions of workers to build for just 25,000 people to survive, and why the U.S. national debt is off the charts, was worst kept secret of all time? Okay. The plot holes are so ridiculous. You keep pinching yourself to see if you're awake. For example, from the point of where Sinatra was made aware of the impending apocalypse in 10 years by the unnamed guy at the environmental symposium, they had almost completed the project, which by all measures would take humanity a century or more on that scale, let alone bankrupt the country. Oh, come on. All right, let's keep the bad reviews rolling. Another bad review. All right, this is a 2 out of 10 from Cakewalks 27 and is titled Soaps. And warning, spoilers. If you like soap operas with a bit of mystery, then you'll love the show. This is a story similar to others, except there's a lot more close-ups and crying. So many close-ups. Also, the chemistry of the characters was non-existent. I get they don't have billions of humans to choose from, but seriously, the Chad and the Secret Service lady, laugh out loud. And why do all shows have to show people making out being intimate? It doesn't offer anything at all to the story, but most shows do this now. I'll DVR the season and maybe watch it later in the year. If I get extremely bored, for whatever reason, I'm compelled to have the goal of boring myself further. All right. Okay. Let's do one more bad review, and then let's kind of talk about the bad reviews a little bit. Here we go. All right, this is a 3 out of 10 from a Nully Unit. This is called All Soap Opera, only a sprinkle of sci-fi in the dialogue. So, first episode was a bit slow, but it showed promise. I anticipated an intriguing series, assuming the show's nature was building characters and backstory. It teased a sci-fi direction, making it interesting. Episode 2, dreadfully slow and far less interesting. So much time spent on characters in a soap opera-like drama, occasionally teasing the sci-fi aspect. It was entirely soap opera, with only 1 or 2 20-second dialogue phases related to the sci-fi. Episode 3 is just as bad, if not worse than episode 2. All soap opera drama and only occasionally teasing any sci-fi via a sentence or two of dialogue. There's no story behind the sci-fi. It's all about the president and the drama surrounding the people around the storyline. Then delves into characters, dramas, and for backstory, family history. It's not interesting. It's boring and very repetitive. There's absolutely no forward momentum regarding the Dome 2.0. Okay. To be frank, I really could not care about all the character drama. Don't care about the president or anything related to him. I certainly don't care about how the main characters' familiar relationships were. I could be interested in the sci-fi aspect, but if there's no story there, then there's no story. I certainly am not going to sit through 6 to 7 episodes of boring character-centric drama and backstories to get the answers to the sci-fi aspect. They are just repetitively teasing in dialogue 20 seconds at a time. This This is a series screaming for the fast forward button in order to find the actual interesting part. Okay, we got 3 bad reviews here. Let's talk about it for just a minute. Is there any validity to anything that was said? I think maybe a little bit. But for me, like, can you give me enough movie fog, or to drink your Kool-Aid and be part of the show, so I can dispense belief? And it sounds like a lot of the bad reviews, they're not able to do that. For me, I could. Like, yes, there are huge plot holes with like manufacturing and all that. And they say that this is going to be about a city side thing and it's built in a mountain and all that kind of whatever. I personally wasn't thinking about any of that. But there again, I had kind of I've kind of invested into the disbelief and letting me just go on the ride. And you know what? If it was me and they couldn't connect with me, then I would probably have the exact same issues. I currently don't. So I'm going to, cool. You feel that way. It's a valid thing to feel. And it is soapy, but you know what good shows aren't right now. And yeah, I really like Sterling K. Brown in this. I've always thought he was a good actor, but I think he's fantastic in this. So there's that as well. Okay. So we had some bad reviews. Let me know if you like the bad reviews more than the good reviews. We can talk about it later. But we had 3 of the bad. It is time to check out some good reviews. All right, this is a 10 out of 10 from Tussled Blondie and is titled Sterling and Sarah Spectacular. Haven't had a good show to sink my teeth into since COVID ended, and Paradise has finally filled that gap. From the very first episode, I was completely hooked up by its gripping storyline, strong character development, and unexpected twists. The pace keeps you engaged without feeling rushed, and the world building is immersive. I also love the mix of suspense, drama, and action. Keeps you on the edge, constantly guessing what's coming next. One of the biggest surprises for me was seeing James Marsden again. I hadn't watched him in anything since X-Men, so I was pleasantly surprised to see. Well, you hadn't seen Sonic even? Oh, anyway, I digress. Surprised to see how much he has evolved as an actor. His performance is nuanced and compelling, adding another layer of intrigue to the show. The entire cast does a phenomenal job of bringing the characters to life, making every scene feel authentic and emotionally charged. Overall, Paradise is a breath of fresh air in today's TV landscape. It offers a unique and thought-provoking premise, great performances, and enough mystery to keep viewers coming back for more. I can't wait for the next episode. This is definitely a must-watch. All right, let's do another good review. All right, this is another 10 out of 10, and it's called I Am a Fan. Warning, spoilers. The first episode immediately catches your attention and pulls you in. Anything starring with either Mr. Sterling K. Brown or Mr. James Marsden, I will definitely watch. But to have both in one, definitely a huge bonus. For me, even though his career has evolved, James Marsden will forever be Cyclops to me. I am nowhere interested in the less than 10 star rating because Paradise is anchored by 2 very solid actors. Hoping that isn't just a 1-season drama series and that the creative writing doesn't cram everything into 8 episodes. Looking forward to see how this drama series evolves from the murder of one of the main characters. All right, and I got one more good review. Let's check it out. This is a 9 out of 10 from Slydon, and this is called Longtime Fan, Love a Whodunit. Warning, spoilers. I confess, when I saw the poster showing Julianne Nicholson and James Marsden, I was going to watch this. I had enjoyed them together in Ally McBeal. That's not today nor yesterday. The main character Xavier is of course played by Sterling K. Brown, who is a straight in Arrow. He is compelling to watch. Julianne Nicholson is outstanding. The character is tough with layers and mystery complexity, like the attraction to the decent fella who is the hubby. It took a while to figure out what was going on. Scenes shifting backwards and forwards, but by the end of episode 1, it's clear something bad happened, and they are now living on the set of Gilmore Girls, but more bland. All right. Everybody is a suspect at this point after episode 3. And what's on the damn tablet? Where do all the supplies, clean clothes come from? Because it seems everybody is too posh for those tasks. Hopefully, Marza gets to sing some more in the remaining episodes. All right. Good reviews. Talk about them. Anything there that I disagree with? I don't think so. I really like the cast. This is really good. It's a good ensemble with a lot of lesser known actors that do really good jobs. So let's go right into getting this put into the lunch break point system. As a reminder, we have 5 categories going through 1 through 5. For each category, I'll tell you what we have, what would constitute a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then where I'm going to put it. And we'll see if you agree, disagree with me. You can let me know and go from there. This is my unique rating with categories. We're going to start with the main course. Overall quality. For 1 point, it was an unappetizing mess. Struggles to even hold together. Definitely don't think it's there. 2 points. Bland and uninspired. Missing key ingredients. Definitely don't think it was there. All right, 3 points is going to be right there in the middle. Decent but not exceptional. Satisfied enough for the moment. Definitely hits all those boxes, but does it hit any boxes for 4 points? Well crafted, flavorful, and fulfilling. Hits most of the right notes. I definitely see it as a 4. 5, a masterpiece. It leaves you full and craving more. I am going to give this one a 5 because I am very much looking forward to the next episode. But by definition alone, is it a masterpiece? I can't tell until it's all over, but because of how bad I want it to next episode, we're going to give it that 5. Number 2, side dish. 1 point. Sides are poorly executed or completely missing. No. 2 points, barely adds anything to the plate. Mostly forgettable. Absolutely not. 3 points, some solid moments, but inconsistent or overshadowed. For 4 points, complements the main dish well. Solid support all around. And for 5 points, outstanding sides that elevate the entire meal to another level. I'm going to give this one a 4. Mainly because, you know what? Yeah, when you think about it, there are some pretty big plot holes there. A spice level for the number 3. This is for creativity and boldness. For 1 point, was this bland and unoriginal? I mean, it's not super original, but bringing it in the way that they did and you didn't know it was that until the end, that was original. 2 points, mildly interesting, but nothing stands out. That's not good. That's not right. 3 points, brings a little heat with some creative flair. No. 4 points, bold and unique with an impressive execution. Or for 5 points, red hot creativity, a daring and unforgettable experience. I don't think this is a perfect show, but I think it's doing pretty well. We're going to give this 4 on the spice level. And 4th point, leftover appeal. Rewatch, replay value. For 1 point, no interest in revisiting. Once was more than enough. For 2 points, maybe worth another look someday, but not anytime soon. For 3 points, a decent option to revisit when you're in the mood. 4 points, you'll definitely want seconds. Holds up well over time. And 5, timeless, something you'll crave again and again. And this one, I think we're going to be somewhere in between the 3 and a 4, so I'm going to give this a 3. I don't feel like I need to rewatch all the episodes yet. Will I get there at the end of the season? Going into that season finale, that's when we'll really know. So maybe we'll do another one of these on Paradise. And last, dessert, emotional satisfaction. For 1 point, a bitter aftertaste. It leaves you unsatisfied. Nope. 2 points. Lightly sweet, but not memorable. Nope. 3 points, sweet enough to end on a good note, but nothing remarkable. I think it's going to be more than that as well. For 4 points, leaves you with a smile, a well-rounded finish. That sounds about right, but will it get a 5? A perfect treat, an unforgettable cherry on top. We're going to give this one a 4. And you know what? I went away with some extra points for now, but let's just count it all up. So we have 5, we have 9, 13, 16. We have 20 points for its total, which puts this right at the classic brown bag lunch. You know what? You like it. You love it. You're okay keeping it going. All right. There we go. So we talked some good, we talked some bad. We found its place in the lunch break point system. Let's talk about my biggest anticipations for this coming up week, February 3rd. Starting Monday, February 3rd. Traders. I absolutely love this show. If you're not watching this show, what are you doing? This is the thing I probably look most forward to on Thursday nights. Deal or No Deal Island is kind of in the same vein as Traders, Trader Survivor, that sort of thing. I'm a sucker when it comes to competition reality. I'm also looking forward to Paradise episode 4, obviously. A Night Agent. I'm really looking forward to finishing up Night Agent. My wife and I are going back and rewatching it from the beginning. I'm not in second season, but I'm good. And getting back to some reading of comics for Absolute Wonder Woman number 4. We do have some upcoming releases. This coming up week, we have Love Hurts. And in 1 week, in 2 weeks on February 14th, yes, your Valentine's Day will be complete with Captain America Brave New World. And on the 21st, we have the Stephen King, based on the Stephen King short story, The Monkey. All right. What TV shows or movies are you watching? Let me know if I should watch them as well. Where would you put this TV show on your lunch break review? And what do you think is going to win the box office? Is it going to keep on going with what's out there? Is Dogman going to reign supreme for a while? God, I hope not. But you never know. All right, if you want to support me, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/nerdpositive or patreon.com/nerdpositive. You know what? We are at 22 minutes. We are under that 30 minutes. Great job here. That's a wrap on this week's Lunch Break Reviews. Thanks for tuning in and joining me, the self-proclaimed Emperor of Awesome, Bradley Butane. If you enjoyed today's dive into the realms of awesomeness, hits and misses, don't forget to subscribe and leave a 5-star review. Catch my quick bites throughout the week on TikTok and YouTube for further exploration of the realms of awesomeness. Until next time, keep watching, keep reading, and keep being awesome. See you next Sunday, same time, same place, for another edition of Lunch Break Reviews. Bye-bye.